Did you know that in English we use words every day that come from other languages without even realizing it? Today, I am going to show you some words in English that come from French, Italian, German, and Spanish, and even Japanese that native English speakers use all the time. Let's go. Hi guys, I'm Kyle, and on my channel Pensando Inglés, bringing you guys real, comprehensible English is what I do. So are you ready to improve your English and learn some words that come from other languages that we use all the time in English conversations? Alright, let's start with French. Here are some words that come from French. Number 1, déjà vu. Déjà vu literally means already seen, or in Spanish, ya visto, and it describes that weird feeling when you experience something and you feel like you've already been through it before, like you've already lived that moment in time. Here's an example sentence of how we might use déjà vu in English. As I walked into the cafe, I had a strange feeling of déjà vu, as if I had been here before, even though I know that I haven't. Number 2, entrepreneur. An entrepreneur is somebody who starts and runs their own business. And in French, it literally means somebody who takes on a task. Here's an example sentence for entrepreneur. Elon Musk is a well-known entrepreneur who has started many businesses. Number 3, fiancé. Fiancé means somebody who is engaged to be married. And it comes from a French word, fiancé, which means to promise. Example, my best friend just got engaged. She and her fiancé are planning their wedding for next year. Okay guys, now Spanish words. Let's see what the Spanish have contributed to the English language. First Spanish word that you might very well hear in an English conversation, siesta. Obviously, you guys know that a siesta is a short nap usually taken in the early afternoon. Very common in Spain. Here is a quick example of how we might use this in an English conversation. After lunch, I took a quick siesta before getting back to work. Second Spanish word that we use in English, patio. In Spanish, patio is used to describe a backyard or a courtyard area. In English, we use it to describe an outdoor seating area, often with tables and chairs. Here's an example of how we might use patio in English. Let's eat dinner outside on the patio since it's so nice out. Next, let's see what words the German language has generously donated to English. First, kindergarten. Now I have heard Spanish speakers say Kinder, so you guys might be familiar with this one. Kindergarten literally means children's garden in German, and it refers to the first stage of school for children, usually before first grade. An example, my little brother is excited to start kindergarten next year. And another word that we use in English that comes from the German language, and this one is an interesting one, guys, doppelganger. Doppelganger. A doppelganger is somebody who looks exactly like another person, but is not related to them. In German, it literally means double walker. Here's an example. I just saw a guy who looks exactly like you. Your doppelganger is out there somewhere. Alright guys, how about a couple of Italian words that we use in the English language? First, graffiti. Graffiti comes from an Italian word, graffio, which means a scratch. A scratch. In English, it refers to street art or writing on walls, usually with spray paint. Here's an example of how we use graffiti in English. The city is full of colorful graffiti, and some of it is actually really artistic. Another word that comes from Italian that we use in English, paparazzi. And paparazzi are photographers who follow around celebrities to take pictures of them. The word comes from the classic Italian film La Dolce Vita, where a character named Paparazzo was a very persistent photographer. An example, the paparazzi surrounded the actress as she was trying to leave the restaurant, trying to snap photos of her. Okay guys, and the last language that we are going to examine today, Japanese. What have the Japanese contributed to my native language of English? First, karaoke. Karaoke comes from the Japanese words kara, which means empty, and oke, which means orchestra. So karaoke means empty orchestra, and it refers to singing along to instrumental versions of the song. And karaoke is quite popular here in the United States at bars. So most people don't do karaoke in their home unless there's a party, but usually people go to bars, they drink a lot of alcohol, and then they go and sing karaoke. An example, we went to a karaoke bar last night and sang our favorite songs. It was so much fun. And the last word that we will examine today that comes from the Japanese language, tycoon. And the word tycoon in Japanese originally referred to a powerful shogun or military leader. In English, it means a very wealthy and influential business person. For example, Bill Gates is a tech tycoon who helped to shape the modern computer industry. So my friends, as you can see, English has borrowed a lot of words from a lot of different languages. Now tell me guys, have you ever used these words when you were practicing English without even realizing that it was not actually an English word? Tell me in the comments if you have used one of these words before. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more fun and real English. All right, my friends, como siempre, muchísimas gracias por ver. Nos vemos pronto.